I want to start this segment by saying shout out to Randy Moss, who will be back on TV this fall. Yes. I think I speak for everybody. That's great to see him on the road to recovery. So that is great news from Randy Moss. Over the weekend, he tweeted this, that he was talking to his son at lunch, and he was trying to pick out their top 5 quarterbacks. Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow, in no order. Who's the 5th? So I said, great question. So I'll throw it out to the group. Who is the 5th best quarterback in the NFL?
Well, as you guys know, and I may say this later on in the show as well, 5 to 15 or 16 is fluid.
5 to 15?
It is fluid.
That's too big of a group.
Let somebody let Brock Purdy or J-Lo have a huge year.
J-Lo.
And you'll be talking about them as number 5, Jordan Love.
I forgot about J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo. Right now,
5 to 15 is never
too. No, that's
it
too
was 5
many.
to 10.
That's brutal.
And then you opened it up to 12.
Because he couldn't.
But when did 12 to 15?
This is a backlog of Purdy.
No.
But go ahead.
I'm right now. I'm gonna say Jaden Daniels. Right now, I'm gonna say Jaden Daniels. Now I get it. A sophomore slump is on the table or whatever. We saw C.J. Stroud have it, but this guy, he's only got 1 year. But it was the best rookie season we've ever seen. All right. He took a 4-win team with a first-year coach to 12. They went 12 wins and the NFC Championship game. And he was very good in the championship game.
It was close.
He can run it, but it wasn't because of him. It was because of the defense that they got blasted. He can run it. He can throw it. He's accurate. He's poised. He's a leader.
Tough.
He had one really good weapon in Terry McLaurin. That was it. And then the running game was pretty good, okay, right? The offensive line was solid, no doubt. Tight ends, okay. He didn't have nothing was set on a platter for him, and he went out there and got it done. So right now, I think I'd have to go with Jaden Daniels.
Okay, so I don't know if my answer is going to work for this little pop we just did on the screen, because I love Randy and glad he's back as well. And this is not about Randy because I think this is general consensus. I think it should be amended.
Oh.
I think that there either has to, at this point, just be an agreed upon top 3, or there has to be an agreed upon top 5. And by that I mean this. If you just want to say Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, the guy who, has won a bunch of Super Bowls and has a couple MVPs, and the other 2 most recent MVPs who are always in the playoffs every single year, that's your top 3, and after that is debatable. Or if you want to say Joe Burrow gets to stay in this hallowed ground despite being more than the other guys an injury risk and has been to the playoffs twice in his career, then you also, the flip side to that fair coin is the guy who doesn't have the numbers but always puts his team in position and just won the Super Bowl, Jaylen Herz, he has to be in that top 5 as well. So you understand what I mean? If we want to say Mahomes, Allen, Lamar have levitated above the rest of the league, so be it. But if we're saying Joe Burrow, who you guys know for a long time I argued was the second best quarterback in football, but the results of the last 2 years have to matter. Joe Burrow gets to stay in based on raw numbers without the victories, then Jaylen Herz, the tush-push, the winning the Super Bowl, his offense scoring almost 100 points in the final 2 games of the year has to propel him as well. So I think if there's a 5th, it should be even though I don't think Jaylen Herz is better than Matt Stafford, but I think he deserves to be considered a top 5 quarterback.
Sounds good.
Because of the postseason success. If you were starting a team, you wouldn't pick Hertz.
No,
probably the 5th quarterback.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I don't think you would.
But I also would be.
Well, I think you're unfairly penalizing Joe Burrow for the organization that he's part of. When you look at Jaylen Herz and what he has with the Eagles, then you look at the Ravens, and then you look at Buffalo, it's a much better situation for all 3 of those guys. I don't think, just to propel Jaylen Herz up because of, he has had success from a team perspective, but to penalize Burrow and
it's not so much I'm not again. I
don't
said
know
I'm
if that's
fine.
A fair.
No, I'm fine with it being a top 5 that Burrow and Jaylen are in. What I'm saying is I think that it is unfair to say Joe Burrow is in the class of the other 3 and Jaylen Herz isn't. So either like
here's why I would say
I understand that. I don't agree. I think if you had a quarterback draft, you took Mahomes out of it, and you're going to draft those three guys, that probably a third of the league would each take one of those three. Would take Burrow, would take Josh Allen, or would take Lamar. I don't think it would be a lopsided where Joe Burrow wouldn't be.
I agree with Coach. Because, why weren't they in the playoffs last year? I mean, I've criticized Burrow for that first loss. I'll give you that first loss against New England. But outside of that, it was the defense.
Listen,
strictly, and I don't think anybody's going to penalize Burrow for that.
But the year before, they were 500 when he played in his numbers. He was awful to start the year, and then got hot, and then got hurt. I disagree, and I want to know your answer, Coach. But I disagree with you. If you took Mahomes out of it, and you asked all 32 GMs, I think Josh Allen gets 26 votes, and I think Lamar gets 5. I don't think there is. I don't think there are 10 GMs in the league that would say, "Oh, I can have Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. I'll take Joe." I just don't think there are. I think Mahomes is the near universal 1, and Allen is the near universal 2. And then Lamar is not universal, but I think those guys have separated themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree. I think you're underestimating the way that people value Joe Burrow.
I agree.
Do you have a fifth?
Oh, yeah, my fifth is Jaden Daniels. I'm with you.
Wow. You're going to do it again with the young QBs?
I didn't want to.
Wow.
I got burnt last year by C.J. Stroud. I did like Jaden Daniels a lot last year at the start of the season, so I figure I'm going to ride with him another year against my better judgment. But to your point about having one of the best seasons ever by a rookie quarterback, if not the best season, not only did he have the most rushing yards, but he had the highest completion percentage. And then there's category after category where he's at the top or the top. What I really liked about it, though, was how he played in those big moments. So he had 4 game-winning drives in the regular season, and then he had a game-winning drive in the postseason. And to me, that's what you're looking for from young quarterbacks. It's not how they perform. For the first thing is, how do they run the offense? Right. That's a base level. Then can it be a weapon? And then it's how are they in those big moments? And that's a step that he took, or a skill set that he showed last year, to me, that distinguishes himself from other young quarterbacks who have had really good rookie seasons.
Should have seen Jaylen Herz in those big moments. NFL 100 started releasing their annual countdown. Last year, Mahomes came in at number 4, fresh off of winning back-to-back Super Bowls. And last year, he didn't win the Super Bowl, so it sounds like he expects a slide. And guess what? Doesn't care.
I mean, listen, Patrick doesn't really ever say anything he's not supposed to say. It's a lie. It's just a lie. And he has. You saw it more early in his career, and there was one instance where he specifically counted off when he was like the 8th ranked or 6th ranked player or something. I think after his first MVP year. Listen, he certainly, and if he doesn't see it, his trainer Bobby Stroop makes sure he sees it and then funnels it to him. Any of the criticism or doubt or anything like that. And by the way, I think there is a healthy amount this offseason. A guy who's a self-proclaimed Mahomes guy's done nothing but make fun of him all offseason.
I make fun of him. I thought about he's alive in the Super Bowl.
I think
he had 16 points in 3 minutes.
See,
That's nothing. I'm telling you, that momentum rolling.
And it's very, very in vogue to pick the Bo Nix and the Broncos or Justin Herbert and the Chargers to win that division, and they're not even the favorites to win the AFC. So I believe him that he is singularly focused on winning Super Bowls. I do not believe him that he does not care about what is the obvious, flagrant, and regular disrespect at this point.
Yeah, you love that he's saying that, but it's so not true. I mean, look at yesterday. We're talking about he's upset about the haters and they can't wait to get on the field. Like things like that bother him. This bothers him, and all they want to do is have fun in Kansas City, right? They just need to have fun and relax.
Yeah, a lot of pressure to win
haters,
3 straight Super Bowls.
There's a lot of they need to have fun. There's a lot of stuff going on there. It's nice that he had some time to carve out for that commercial shoot. That was cool.
Coaches want people grinding film.
I don't necessarily want him grinding film, but it threw me off when I saw like a training camp type atmosphere. I'm like, what training camp is that?
State Farm.
Yeah, that's
State Farm training.
I thought Travis might be there catching but I didn't see him there either. So it seems like he's having fun, which is good, and he doesn't care about how he's ranked, which is positive, and he's going to prove the doubters wrong. I think it's all really great stuff.
I mean, of course you care because it's human nature. All right, every player wants to make the all-pro team and, be, at the number one player at your position. That's just human nature. So he gets that. But I also think he's gotten used to this list. Like, he's just like, whatever, And I think this is kind of a subtle flex on guys. Like, let all you guys that are chasing me
I like that.
worry about where you're ranked in the NFL 100. I got bigger fish to fry. He knows he's the only one. He is universally regarded essentially as the top quarterback in this generation. He is the only one they are comparing to Tom Brady. So he's got bigger fish to fry.
But Brew, I agree with you. It's weird. He is the only one compared to Brady, and he's universally regarded as, if we're ranking all-time quarterbacks, he's the highest ranked of this generation.
Yes.
I do not think he is right now anywhere close to universally regarded as the best quarterback in football.
I hear you.
I keep seeing lists with Josh at number one repeatedly.
No, I think that's fair. Yeah. But he's almost in a separate category. Brady was in a separate category once he started winning so much. Like I said it the other day, Brady was only all-pro first team 3 times.
But that's
so he was, a lot of people thought Peyton was better and, Aaron Rodgers at times was better. They both got more MVPs. But Brady, because he won so much, it was like he's just kind of in another category than these guys.
But at least those guys won, at least once. But Brady wasn't. Nobody was calling Peyton, I don't think, Peyton better than Brady when the ring count was 3-0. It wasn't once Peyton won that first one and beat Tom in the playoffs en route to it, and then it's like, okay, he's won MVPs.
But when it was 3-0, that Brady hadn't really, erupted as an individual.
Yeah, but and the reality is Patrick shouldn't care about this list because he's so much. I mean, he's the best quarterback by far. Like, it's not.
Why are you always making fun of him, Coach?
Well, we got to keep it real.